everyone, we're back for part 2, and we are making pockets using just about anything you may have in your studio. I finished putting the tag on this one, and I want to point out a couple of things before we go into the next pocket. One of the things to keep in mind is you're going to want to make sure you leave room to sew. I put this rub-on over here a little close, so I may wind up stitching through the butterfly. Same way with your ribbon over here, you want to position this with your wording so that you have room to go by that, and I could come in and I could actually hit the ribbon with the stitching, and that would be fine. But that's what I did with pocket number 1. Now, let's go on to pocket number 2, because I want to do this one a little bit differently. We are not going to use the watercolor pencils on this one. Instead, we're going to use Magicals. And I'm going to show you here really quick. I've got these here, the bigger plot handy, so I'm going to use it. And I'm looking for colors that I would want to use. Oh, that's an alcohol. I don't want to use alcohol. I'm looking to see. Let's do that one with the tulips. Let's do that one with the tulips. And I'm going to go ahead and set this back out of the way. I haven't quite decided how to store my Magicals yet, but for now they're in a shoebox. Okay, and I need a little bitty spoon. And I have those over here in my embossing. Over here in my embossing, because what I want to do is, let's see, I want to use the Rudolph Red Nose, and that's this one right here. And I need a green, and that will be the Forest. Frolic in the Forest Green and Frosty Forest Green. Let's use the Frosty Forest Green. Okay? Now, Magicals are super cool. And if you've not used these before, oh man, you are in for a treat. Now I'm going to put just a little dab, it doesn't take much, in the basin of my paint palette. I'll spit it out here in a minute. Because I have 3 little tulips and just a handful of leaves, so it's not going to take a lot. But watch the magic. Let's start with our leaves. And I'm going to put a little bit of water in here. And these instantly become a sparkly watercolor, just like this. And I'm going to try and got a leaf that comes all the way up here. And of course, you know, when you're dealing with essential trimmers, this isn't always the best thing to do. But that's why I decided to split this video into 2 instead of trying to rush through the other one. Because I wanted to be able to take my time and really utilize those, utilize the Magicals. Now, I'm going to come back when we're done with this video, and I'm going to do other stuff with this because I don't want to lose my color pigmentation here. The other thing I could do is I could put, oh man, now I can't think of it, but there's something you can put in here and will hold them and keep them as a watercolor palette. I have done it with, God, now I can't think of the other thing I'm thinking of. I'm all of a sudden I'm brain dead. I'm going to make these tulips sparkly red. And this Rudolph is a really dark red, but that's okay. That's okay. Notice the sparkle in this tulips, in these paints. Isn't that pretty? And I think I'm going to go ahead, because I'm not sure what my other colors are, but I'm going to go ahead and paint this vase red as well, and it will bring those together. Just like that. Okay. Now, I've done with that all I can do. I'm going to set this over here and hope I don't dump it before I'm done. Oh, I missed a green leaf. I missed a green leaf. Let's come back here and pick up this leaf that I missed. Okay. And that's working with magicals. And as you see this dry out, or see this dry, you'll see it change. Now I am going to use the brown on this one just for a contrast between the two pockets. And this is the one we said we were going to do the other trim on. So we need to put the border trim in place first. Probably should have done it before I painted that. But I think I'm good. If I just swipe that down along there, I think I'm good. Just like that. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, and then I'm going to come back here and do my rub on. And we were going to do the blue butterfly. If I've not lost him in this mess on my desk, there he is. He tried to fly away. And I'm going to go ahead and I want to really trim that white off of there. Because I'm not sure if it would show or not, and I don't want it to, so I'm not going to take the chance. So there's the white off of there. Peel our back off. And I'm going to remember to bring this one in a little bit more so I'm not stitching through my butterfly. And I'm going to raise him up a little bit. Just like that. And then we'll come back here and burnish him with our bone folder. You could even use a pair of scissors to burnish this. There are no special tools required. Another thing that would be cool on these pockets is to use the Dress My Craft from the Transfer Me sheets from Dress My Craft from Spectrum Art Creations. Didn't think about those till just now. I may have to do a couple of pockets just so I can use those because I've got a wide variety of those now. And now we'll come back in here, see if we've got that all burnished down. And there's our pretty blue butterfly. Isn't he pretty? Now I am going to use the brown for the word on this side. But before I know what size piece of ribbon to use, I need to come in here and look and see. And I have pink handled scissors here. There they are. I want to make sure I've got those for my ribbon. Let's do There is beauty in simplicity. And now I can show you how we did this. We need the piece of ribbon a little longer than the length of our quote. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off here, just like that. And now I did go through and use, oh, I've got those going the wrong direction. Let me go back and go that direction. So they're going opposite directions. Now, I am going to go ahead and use regular glue on this. And I'm just running it down the one side that's going to go more to the inside of the pocket. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my sticker. Even though it's a sticker, I want to add glue because I don't want it coming loose. And when you're sticking anything to burlap, you need that little extra glue anyway. And I can lay it on here, just like that. And it's going to take a bit to dry. But then when I come back through with the sewing machine, I can scoot that over, I guess, a little bit. Turn loose of me. And the neat thing about this, positioning it let the glue slide, but the glue dries clear. So then I will go around and I will stitch around this. Now the other thing we need to do is we need to create our thumb notches in our pieces. And I'm going to use my 1-inch hole punch. Go just like that, and do this one just like this. Now I am going to get the sewing machine out, so you're going to want to come back tomorrow for our premiere, where while we're watching the video that I've pre-recorded, we will be in the chat room right next door. Talking it up gives you a chance to ask me questions, offer your opinion. What would you have done differently? Let's learn from each other as a community. I will be here at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday morning. That's tomorrow morning. So pop in, remember to put a thumbs up, and then hop into the chat room right next door and chat along with the rest of us. We're here between 20 and 30 minutes. So come visit with us. Bring your favorite beverage and let's just have a little chat. In the meantime, remember to check out Joie De Fi's video in the description box below where she did these. She did a much better job than I did. But I had fun playing with things that I don't normally get out and play with, like the rub-ons or my stamp sets. And with the disaster my stamp collection is in right now, being able to find those stamps was a miracle. Trust me. But I'm getting there, slow but sure. When we come back tomorrow, I will have stitched around these. And I will have stitched around the cover. And hopefully we'll find a spot in the journal to put these 2 pockets. Next week, we will be doing part 3, I guess, of this series, where we will be making the tags to go inside the pockets, and we'll be making some cluster embellishments, courtesy of inspiration from Joie De Fi. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and creative blessings.